Good morning. I'm worried my voice is going to be destroyed. My throat is super sore. Hey, Case. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. And I believe we're about to have a party with dragons. What do you have to say about that? Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yeah? Artorial wouldn't understand. Right then. Whoa, engine. Thank you so much for the raid, Kenshin. How are you doing today? What timing? We just got started. First of all, hope you had a good time. I think you've been playing less Elite Dangerous lately. Rage quit truck sim. Yeah. Get your truck wedged in a tree. Right then, the first floor of the barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? So much random BS. The random BS is probably the reason I would play Trucker Sim. For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Old. I'll join you anon. Last straw was crossing the barrier dropping on your head. The crossing barrier dropping on your head as you were crossing and totaling your truck. Oof. You gotta pay for that? That is a little much.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Smoke us a kipper, love.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Yeah, it cost you 50K and you lost the job. That would be frustrating, especially if there was like absolutely nothing you could have done to prevent it.
Afraid food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
You all right, mother? You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
I've been
This
drugged.
was never your fight.
Food time, have a good stream. Thanks again, Kenshin, for the raid. You guys don't know Kenshin. He's always playing something cozy and chill with friends. Always a good time.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
She didn't even put me in a bed.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Were there other people in the tavern? They just left me here?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Oh, do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. all your loved ones shown no mercy? Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters! Remember it! And strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
Oh, don't do that.
See? See here the true nature of the Highborn! With lies and deception they lead us to our doom! And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward! This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters! Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command! Death to all we hold dear! I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Well, this is awkward. I'm looking for her body. Did it fall down? I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the first commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Amanalaine has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let's walk the streets and speak with the people. A rough business, that. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. Chirurgeons tended to our bruises afterward. Mad fools have ruined anything, everything, and for what? Josselou. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. We to decide when that enough is enough, that their justice can never be answered. Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. Don't know if I even can. I heard the rumors and thought that the young lord was a drunken fool, but what imbecile. That would be a good idea to let him have run of Falcon's Nest. I say him and Sir Amaric can take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Well, I feel like I gained a whole lot from this conversation. Oh, what say you? they're unhappy. So the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That's to be expected. For the moment, it appears no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young Lord King ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester. One whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? I think the smart thing to do would be to climb up on the other pillar. Okay, there isn't another pillar on the other side. But like, go up to the top of the stairs and then shout the reasons for peace back down. See how that goes. Ooh, weapons. Alright, any of these stabbers? Lord Artorial and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak to the Lord of Manalaine, who, and I somehow doubt he has moved in Ilm since we last saw him. I've lately been getting thank yous for my Final Fantasy XIV playthrough. Like, there are people who are actually getting stuck in some of these quests, and it's been really, really kind of nice that to hear that, like, me breaking them up on YouTube into, like, each individual quest has helped. My apologies, Old. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There'll be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do now? According to the initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord of Manalaine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still, others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives. For the time being, at least, the chirurgeons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given the impeccable timing is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them, then? I see. Sir Amaric placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, Commander. That people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we'll do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more that the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you were right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference pending Sir Amaric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest, Old. Will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Sure. Get up, Manalaine. You're going with him. Go on without me. Was not asking. You'll answer for your actions in person, is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come on, Roy. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honoroi? Honoroi? I sworn he was. Huh. There is Honoroi. You hiding somewhere? Where would they hide him? Honoroi. Oh, there he is. I didn't know you could go through here.
Onawa!
Honorable. Sorry, what did you say?
No, no! What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onawa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Probably not shoot her.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
My facial expression was like, I wanted to punch him. Well, leave you two here then. You have a talk about big feelings with my friend Thancred. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. It was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is in the past. And there's not to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But I'll take the axe. Ooh, stabbers. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. I have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. I'm assuming it's the Foundation. Yeah. How we doing? You are expected, sir. Pray proceed. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, old. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. It was rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Ingrid? Stuff happened. See, so that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result was undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace where we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace was a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built upon centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. Hold on to the past without being beholden to it. We must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying their excesses. Difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny it the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we split our delusion souls to retrace them. But, as you say, we are not to revel in the past glories either, for they are tainted all. Clear, unambiguous enemy and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against the coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the gates of judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it's true. But if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of the three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Amanalain take part in the grand melee. By his deeds he has brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. Do you wish, my lord? If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Old, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Sounds like a good time. So that is their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. What part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. Will you oblige them? When the proposition is made, will you stand for Ishgard once more? And a bit much, isn't it? You say that, and yet here you are. Here we are. This, after all, the life we chose. In any event, let's not forget that the Ascians sought to profit from this war. Put an end to it is to put an end to their plot. And that, my friend, is ever a worthy cause. So for their grand melee of his, Sir Amaric wishes to field a force comprising both of his temple knights and Hilda's watch, yeah? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go see for myself. Okay. Yep. Well, Matt Old, have you spoken with Sir Amaric? Yeah, we're gonna beat some people up. He's aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Amaric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It's not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness all too well. having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch, I'll go talk to Hilda. Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. You gonna be down in the broom? Ready? Ingrid's been telling me all about Sir Amaric's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing. Because we ain't dressing up to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off of getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? Thought not. On the assumption that he was not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. We'll search the foundation and you the pillars. Are the pillars. Never remember. Hey, he's in his usual spot. No Honoroi, though. Sorry, Onawa. I carried Onawa to the manor. The best Kyurgens are tending to him as we speak. He is yet to wake, but surely he will. The father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making decisions for me. Gonna do it. Boy. No, it's not like that. It's just, well, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the man you want to be, whereas I'm the son of House Fortoms, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble, now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion with faith and conviction. They dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I led better men to make them for me. Do this, do that. Take this duty, guard this conference. Suppose I had convinced myself I was above it until your friend showed me otherwise. I saw Onawa, started to scream. I wanted somebody to blame, but in the end, there was only me. Only me. You see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I'll go to Sir Amaric and I will make my own decision. It'd be hard to make that look like your own decision when your dad was like, do this thing, and you're like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do that thing. Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matters demands his personal attention? You know who I am. See, very well, you may enter. Right.
Lord Commander, if I may? I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Tancred?
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
Definitely
A
Tancred.
warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Think. Yeah.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Just because I'm a healer, isn't it? Gods help me, I think I might be in love. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. Do you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas the look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, not mine. Give me the stabbers. I have some orange juice. I do. Blurp. Ever gonna get a weapon for myself? Sir Amaric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, old. Must not fail. Rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces outside of Cartano. Perhaps I would not miss this for the world. Should be a good time. Oh, we're already meeting outside the Gates of Judgment. And this got thrown together real quick. I mean, organizing a playdate like this. Never goes that smoothly for me. Let me out. There he is. When you didn't appear, I began to question... Nothing, never mind. To think that we're mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle, that I am here. But what if... what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst, and I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honorwa when he awakes. I'm ready, old boy, are you? Yeah, sure. By the Fury, how could I forget? My father bid me present this to you. I know it's sudden, but we believe men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortomp in battle. Pray, do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your tributes and abilities will be unaffected. Okay. How do I look, though? Pretty good.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which allied company of Ul'Dan, Gridanian Laments and forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. I got a feeling like none of this is going to matter. It's just going to be like, smash the other guys. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Furious Gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award you 1 tactical point, defeating the marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Hey there, Simon. How are you doing? Welcome to the party. Hey, they're here too. She's on a stepladder.
All is ready then. Very well.
That's adorable.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
At least it's not Monday. I hear that. EGIFs all around. Wait, you're the tethered one. Can you even hurt me?
Is that all you've got?
Come on, target this guy. What do you call a T-Rex selling guns? A small arms dealer, of course. You know what, Manaline, you can not die. Oh, it's Pippin. Try me, Pippin. Come on, target her. Keep her alive. What do you get when you combine a vampire with a teacher? That one I don't know. Vampire with a teacher. Big swarm of them. How come you guys don't have any tethers right now? There we go. Bunch of blood tests. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Why did the fish cross the ocean? To get to the other tide. Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone on your guard! All forces fall back. You have a good one? You too, Simon. Thanks for popping in. Continue the melee. I'll deal with him. Daft sod. You are the man, back to it. That was the last anyone heard of Thancred. All forces form a line on old. Now. I wouldn't want to fight Raubon. Or maybe he's old. Oh man, I will not lie, I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all! Do I even have to move with you? Oh, shoot. Looks like I do. Oh, hey. As they just keep coming, but we will not yield. You hear me, old boy? Don't you dare lose. Should be easy, right? Should I stay in the middle? I cannot see anything. Am I dying? Where's the yuck? Can't help but feel like this is gonna wreck me. Strength, old, strike him down for the glory of Ishgard. Done? Alright, buddy. Alright, take your victory, you've earned it. What was that last thing supposed to do?
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Rauban. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people.
People.
Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time, as Minfilia would have done.
It got snowy. Balls, balls. I had nearly forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you've come, how much you've endured, our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when the time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You've earned it. Come, Pippin. Grace is expecting us. Get on, father. Did feel a little, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson-esque. It's just a shame Mike Tyson can't be young again. I'd really like to see that. Say your goodbyes? In all these years I have known Roban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory. The Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, old. You made this happen. Yeah. I may be a bard at some point, but I think I will definitely be a machinist. Find the emote victory. Neat. Hey, there's a thing for me. We've done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There's not left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. Probably gonna get stabbed again, if I had to guess.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, when I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
Hi, kitty. And say hi.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emmanuelaine, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Stola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
It's a date. Hey, kitty. They say you dueled General Raban within a ring of flames. I do not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned to speak with Tadaru. We agreed to tell the others that only that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. Still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to have changed seem to be coming to a end. Ugh. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let's make for Falcon's Nest, see if Lord Artorial has need of our assistance. Let us do that. And Elaine, he's got it kind of rough. Like he wants to be a good guy. Oh, my orange juice is wearing off. Can't have that. Because, like, he wants to be a good guy, but, like, he can't make his own choices. And so, like, even if he would readily volunteer for whatever actions, as long as he keeps getting told what to do, he's gonna look like he's just following orders. A rough spot. Met Master Sugarheart. Thank you for looking after my brother. They say you fought bravely, that he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lord, to you we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron's hot, made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there's still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you, and Master Alpha, no, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance given, I will have words. Yeah, it's kind of like when you're about to do the dishes and your wife asks you to do the dishes and you're like, but now you've taken away my ability to do a good thing of its own merit. And then you do the dishes. Well, there you have it. You've been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait? Or have you other matters to attend before the ceremony begins? Yeah, no, let's do it. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. Probably once every epoch, I'd guess. I like my current earrings. Whenever I'm putting together a glamour plate, I never know what to put in the jewelry slots.
The appointed hour approaches.
They're so small you don't notice them.
Aye.
But these are earrings I like. Need to remember them. Right, kitty? Oh, it's her.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
I mean, she didn't try to kill anyone.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me! Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Never!
Rude.
Your bow!
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh. and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge!
7 hells. Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
I think you could synchronize the shouts a little better. There they go, the last of the guests, and come hither with hope in their hearts. They depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you have seen in Azizla was an illusion, perhaps, but he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Americ. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was but spirited away to Annex, trying to receive the care of her from her brethren. Can but hope for her recovery is swift. But such was truly Nidhogg's intents, to deliver a proclamation, not only to the children of Thornton, but to his kindred. War is coming. Ye who do not stand with us, stand apart. He was an example, message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance. Justinian. Oof. Yeah, I got a thing. But apparently it's not better than this. Alright. One of these is ninja gear. I want to say it's scouting? Is it scouting or striking? Or even maiming? I say scouting. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisaged a rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the warrior of light, no, or even my fellow scion, but to you, old, my friend. But not here. No. But of course, the intercessory at Cramped Dragonhead is still open to us. Let's go there. Man, that's quite a walk. Yes. If you're walking. Oop. Howdy. Coco?
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
And Horshafont bringing us Coco was like 100 years ago. What a callback. Aid those in need?
Lord Horshafont would be proud. I knew you would understand. Together, we will surely find a way.
And I'd kill Estinian if it meant peace. No, you want him to live, but man, he's gone. It's all dragon now. Thank you, old. It is unfair to me to unburden myself in this manner, time after time, but I'm glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Not all of our fellow scions will support our stance on Estinian. I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. He stays for us at Fort Tom's Manor. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. Alright. Bloop. Hey. Yet again, we walk an all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it's our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say that the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalimo? Or if we gave up a hope of bringing Menphilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Menphilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and for the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it's time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It'll not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we'll find a way. We will. Everyone keeps punctuating their statements by repeating like the last word. Like that's like the third time it's happened today. Like the emote battle stance. Eat.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage.
Remember you guys ever meeting?
Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Okay, she meant the transformation from Estinian into Nidhogg. Not like his transformation from Estinian into Red Estinian.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Hi Ada, how are you doing today? Then there's this guy. And then there's the other guy who's stalking that guy. And who's stalking Thancred.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Flautant, Evansward, The Gears of Change. This marks the beginning of the next chapter. The next patch. Gosh, Anita, that's all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. It's a cool mask. Vega from Street Fighter? Anyway, yeah, hi Ada. I looked up Planet Crafter in my free time. Just need to grab the claw now, right? Sorry, I'm daydreaming. I'm thinking about like the Pete Holmes sketch about like interviewing Street Fighter characters. Those are pretty good if you haven't seen them. Healing, yeah, neat. Master Sugarheart. Ah, it is well to see that you're here. You're wanted within. I believe Mr. Alpha Note wishes a word with you. Okay. But yeah, I looked up Planet Crafter. It looks good. It's got like overwhelmingly positive reviews. A lot of people compare it to Subnautica, which was probably one of my least favorite survival games, but maybe this one would be better. Welcome, Master Sugarheart. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yeah. Came out while I was like deep into like Dragon's Dogma 2. Honestly, regret Dragon's Dogma 2. So yeah, definitely think playing Planet Crafter would have been better. Oh, there you are. Have you a moment? There's something I would fain discuss. I must ask that you recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Istinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his faithful transformation in Oz's law, I feared lost forever. But the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for more empirical appraisal. And full glad am I that I did, for it would seem that they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go. Excellent. Let's not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Whoop.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
Yeah?
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last!
Yo.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then, Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Yeah, one of those.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. What a name for a place. What news has Sir Amaric to share with us, I wonder? Question. Gonna miss our hat. Well, that's kind of a fun crown. Not sure I'm one for tiaras, though. Peperoncino, Basquicciola, Lauchden steak, apple strudel, or spice cider. Ooh, tough call. I think I'd go with the strudel. Might Sir Amaric perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they have located that is, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. Okay.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
You're heading off to bed, finally. Planet Crafter is too much fun. I've got to watch somebody else play it so I can see for myself. I couldn't tell enough from the Steam page, but like I might give it a shot.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
Who, me?
You speak of Hraesvelga?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
Me?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelga's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you, both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Amaric. To old and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. Or true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I've taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination. They are yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgar at zenith in the churning mists ere we begin our ascent. However, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You see an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part of our concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. To the Annex Shrine, then. Where would that be? Oh, I can teleport right there. How nice. We're pretty close to the next dungeon. There's a trial after that. if you guys want to join me for the trial, you can. You'll have to wake up fairly early, though. Next Friday, sometime between 4:30 and 6:30. Probably closer to 5:30. It takes me an hour to run the dungeon solo. It probably wouldn't take that long. Maybe 45 minutes, 30 minutes. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? Thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade still lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Somal to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowst as well as I how he will answer. Race Falger's heart remains unchanged then. Pity. But if it is folly to hope, I'm content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way of thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The shades present have driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. You shall disturb your rest no longer. Give me the strudel. Like, I'm sure they have different stat bonuses, but strudel. Alright, during that last quest, my alarm went off and I have to go take my kids to school. But thank you so much for joining me. I had a good time. Tomorrow should be lots of dungeons and fun and just good times all around. And if you want, you can join me tomorrow night, where we're going to be playing Clair Obscure. Get pretty far into it. And so I'm very excited. I don't think we're going to get to the point where we can beat the game, but I think we're going to get fairly close. Let's see. If you are watching on Twitch, hang out for a little bit and we will find somebody to raid. Probably Sandra, who is doing her Final Fantasy Fridays as well. Yeah, perfect. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.